Have you ever looked out of the window on a rainy day, wishing for sunshine instead? Or maybe you've wished for a little snow in your tropical December? What if I told you there might be a day where humans could control the weather, bending nature itself to our will? Stay with us, because the possibilities are awe-inspiring, terrifying, and totally mind-blowing. Welcome to another episode of What If Facts, where we delve into the thrilling what-ifs of science, technology, and imagination. Today, we're asking, what if we could control the weather? Let's start by diving into what weather really is. Weather is the state of the atmosphere at a given time and place, involving temperature, humidity, wind, and precipitation. It's orchestrated by intricate natural processes like the sun's energy, the Earth's rotation, and ocean currents. Together, these create our cycles of rain, windstorms, and even heat waves. Picture humans having complete mastery over these elements. At first, it sounds like a utopia, right? A world without hurricanes, where droughts are eliminated, and farmers never suffer from unpredictable rain timings. Before we dive into the darker side, let's first explore the fascinating possibilities of weather control. Imagine being able to end a drought in the Sahara by summoning rain clouds, distributing fresh water to those in dire need. Or what about averting wildfires in California by triggering a light, beneficial rainfall to douse the flames? The technology to control weather could save millions of lives annually from natural disasters like typhoons or blizzards. Economies could prosper as agricultural lands flourish with optimum weather conditions. Tourism could thrive by guaranteeing sunny skies or snowy mountain peaks, depending on the season. Now, some of you may be wondering, this can't be completely far-fetched, can it? After all, aren't there already attempts at influencing weather? Yes, you'd be correct. Let's talk about cloud seeding. This is a technology designed to enhance rainfall by dispersing substances like silver iodide into the atmosphere, providing a nucleation point for moisture to form raindrops. It's already used in countries like China, the United States, and India to combat droughts and boost water reserves. But let's take it further. Imagine figuring out how to trap and redirect hurricanes away from coastal cities or remove the energy that powers them, effectively deactivating a storm. This could be achieved by manipulating the ocean's temperatures or using advanced nanotechnology to redirect storm systems entirely. Think about controlling snowfalls in mountain ski resorts while keeping the roads below snow-free. Layer by layer, the fantasy of playing deity of the skies starts unfolding. However, as with anything powerful, there's a huge flip side. What happens if this godlike ability to control Mother Nature gets misused? Here's where things spiral into dystopian chaos. Let's break this down. Firstly, who gets to control the weather? Imagine nations at odds over favorable weather conditions. A country may want sunny days for its agriculture while its neighboring country begs for rain clouds. This could lead to geopolitical warfare, not over land or oil, but over something as fundamental as nature. Weather could become weaponized. A rogue regime could unleash relentless storms, flooding key cities or hurling snow and ice at its enemies in a new kind of Cold War, literally. And what about unintended consequences? Nature works on a delicate balance. Suppose we decide to stop all rainfall in one region for several years. What might happen to the local ecosystem? Rivers would dry up, affecting fish, birds, and other wildlife. The absence of rain may turn cropland into desert. With one poorly calculated move, we could throw entire food chains and ecosystems into chaos. Not to mention the potential backlash on a global scale. Changing weather patterns in one area could inadvertently affect the climate in others, spurring storms, droughts, or heat waves in totally different parts of the world. Imagine fixing a small leak, only to burst a dam somewhere else. And let's not forget the enormous energy consumption it would take to control the weather. We're talking operations needing more power than all the world's current energy combined. Would this end up worsening greenhouse gas emissions and accelerating climate change, defeating the very purpose of weather control? Finally, there's the ethics of it. Would controlling the weather bring us closer to playing God? Philosophers have long debated whether humans should even possess such godlike abilities. Some argue that the power to control the weather is the natural culmination of humanity's technological pursuits. Others worry it's crossing a line we're not equipped to handle responsibly. But what if we flip the argument? Instead of focusing on extremes, could weather control technology coexist with current climate-improving efforts? It might help us restore balance rather than disrupt it. For example, combating climate change with intelligent weather regulation. Perhaps we could reverse global warming by moderating the rising ocean temperatures or restoring ice levels in polar regions. Or we might save entire species from extinction by controlling weather systems threatening their habitats. Interestingly, humans could even use weather control to terraform other planets, such as Mars, for future colonization. Our Earth-learning practices could become the blueprint for how we create life-sustaining planets beyond our solar system. Harnessing weather control might make interstellar colonization a necessity, not just a possibility. As fascinating as this all sounds, it brings us back to one world-altering question. How much control is too much control? Is it wise to mess with natural systems that have worked for billions of years, even if imperfectly? Or is it humanity's destiny to master nature, threading the delicate line between survival and destruction? If history is anything to go by, human innovation tends to race ahead of our wisdom. Imagine a committee of international leaders debating whether to halt harmful monsoons in one country, knowing it might result in severe drought for another. Politics, power, ethics, and science would all intersect in unprecedented ways, shaping a future where nature isn't wild anymore, controlled not by the whims of the sky but by the minds of man. So, what's your take? Should we embrace the golden promise of weather control with open arms, saving lives and creating a world of bountiful crops and idyllic holidays? Or should we tread carefully, knowing that every action could have unintended ricochets across the globe? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for your weekly dose of mind-bending what-if facts. Until next time, remember, the sky's not the limit when it comes to human imagination. It's just the beginning.